You could save 10 times as much money as me, and I could still beat you to financial freedom. Why is that? Well, because how much you save doesn't actually matter. But while how much you save doesn't matter, there is just one number that can be used to predict when you'll reach financial freedom. It's by focusing on this one number, not how much you earn or how much you save, that will make it possible to retire early. I'm the fireman, and I'm trying to reach financial freedom before I turn 30 years old. And if you've watched some other videos on this channel, you know I'm doing that by prioritizing saving. That's because it's only possible to retire early if you save your money. Even if you make $1 million a year, if you spend it all, you'll have to keep working. But even better than that, reducing your expenses makes a huge difference on how much you need to save for retirement in the first place. With a 3% withdrawal rate, every dollar you spend each year requires $33 in savings. So, saving a lot of money is super important, right? Well, maybe. But how much you save isn't actually what matters. What actually matters is the ratio between how much you save and how much you earn. This is your savings rate, and it's incredibly important. To see what I'm talking about, assume you earn $50,000 a year. If you save $20,000 of this and spend the other $30,000, then your savings rate is 40%. Now, consider somebody that earns $100,000 a year. If they save $20,000, then your net worth would be the same. But this person's savings rate is just 20%. The reason this is so important is because despite having the same net worth, you would be years closer to financial freedom. Why is that? Well, because anything you don't save, you spend. Remember, how much you need to retire depends on how much you spend. So if your savings rate is 40%, your spendings rate is 60%. For a 3% withdrawal rate in retirement, you would need 33 times your annual expenses. 33 times 60% is 19.8. This number is your income multiplier. If you have a 40% savings rate, this means you need 19.8 times your income in investments to retire, at least assuming a 3% withdrawal rate. So, what about somebody with a 20% savings rate? Well, that means their spendings rate is 80% of their income, and that means their income multiplier is 26.4. Since you know what percentage of your income you save every year, you can do a quick calculation to see when you'll be able to retire. For example, if your savings rate is 40%, then you're saving zero point 0.4 yearly salaries every year, and you need 19.8 yearly salaries to be financially free. If your savings rate is 20%, then you're saving zero point 0.2 yearly salaries, but you need 26.4 yearly salaries to retire. That will obviously take a lot longer. What doesn't take a long time is smashing the like button of this video. It's not necessary, but it helps more people learn about financial independence. Anyway, back to me. The beauty of this math is that it doesn't matter how much you earn. Whether you're earning $50,000 a year or $100,000 a year, it's your savings rate alone that determines when you'll be able to retire. That's why you can earn a regular salary and still retire years, if not decades, faster than people earning a boatload. Financial independence takes more than just a mindset, but it doesn't require a super high salary. If you are willing to make a few assumptions about investment returns, you can even play around with this calculator from Networthify to translate a savings rate into remaining years of work. It's not perfect because it's hard to factor in taxes, but still, it might give you an idea. For example, it would take about 15 years to retire with a 50% savings rate, again, depending on market returns. That's an aggressive savings goal, but for a lot of people, that's doable. It's this math that underpins your ability to retire early. What I like about working with savings rates is it shows that the fastest way to reach financial freedom isn't by getting a super high paying job. A higher income will only help if you keep your expenses the same. Of course, this isn't always popular advice. So many people think that earning six figures is all they need to be happy and financially secure. The irony behind this is that so many people that look super wealthy are actually extremely far from being financially independent. And that's because it just takes so much money to finance their ridiculous lifestyle. When I was in college, I was attending an investment club meeting. And I remember one of the students there saying, word for word, $1 million a year doesn't go that far. That statement blew my mind. If that's your attitude, it'll be extremely difficult to find satisfaction in life. You can spend any amount of money. That's why I'm all about frugality and being happier with less. My time is more important to me than any other luxury. So, if you really want to reach financial freedom fast, you need to focus on maximizing your savings rate, not how much you earn or even how much you save. And if you want to see why some jobs earn so much more than others, you need to watch this video next. How much you earn doesn't depend on how hard you work. Instead, it depends on some super simple economics. And in that video, I'll explain. So, check it out next, and I'll see you next time.